Hello, my name is Oksana. Today we are having another class of English. We are going to talk about grammar. Our topic is past perfect. Now we are waiting for the students while they are gathering for today's class. So I turn off my camera and wait for the students to come. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello, Oksana. I'm okay. What about you?
Fine, thank you. How was your weekend? Did you have a good time today?
Yeah, something like that.
Good, that's great. I see that one more student is here. Hello. How are you? Do you hear me? Hello?
Good.
Anybody there? Unfortunately, no one wants to talk with me today.
Yeah.
Okay, today we are going to talk about past perfect. Do you like grammar, Michael?
Yeah, it's interesting.
And looking at your face, I think that grammar is not so very interesting for you, but you like
Oh,
training, and I really appreciate that you pay a lot of attention to it. And I think,
it's interesting sometimes to hear these rules because uh, when you use it's like simplifies language, yes, and if you know the rules well, it helps you to use more interesting construction.
instructions. Yes, I agree with you. You're right, exactly. Mary, hello. How was your day? Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, hello. I'm fine. It was usually day.
A usual day, right?
Yes. How are you?
Fine, thank you. It is very, very cold in Ternopil and rainy, and strong wind is blowing. And we were hoping for the better weather for today, but unfortunately, all the same. So no spring weather for us today.
We have a similar weather today, so I understand.
Yes, so we hope that the weather will improve soon, sooner or faster, and it will be spring at last, right? Mary, do you like grammar?
I think it's a very important lesson, and it's very important for our life. Because when we not correct use grammar, we
When we
sound
do not use grammar correctly,
we do not use grammar correctly, we sound like
sound,
maybe
we sound,
we sound like people uh, who come
who
in
lacks
all
knowledge,
who
who
uh,
lack some knowledge, right?
no who come in our country from other country, and we sometimes laugh
At
for
them, right?
at them, yes, but when we don't use correctly grammar, we sounds similar.
We sound the same. Yeah, right. So let's start our class with small talk. The usual way we do. Click on the link and open the site. It is about uh, test. So a dialogue. Can you open the site?
Yes.
Okay, let's listen to it first.
Have you taken the written test yet?
No, I haven't.
You should study before you take it.
I have been studying.
Why don't you take the test?
Do you know if it costs any money to take it?
Since you already paid for your permit, you don't have to pay again.
All right. Do you know if the test covers the whole book?
No, the test skips a lot of things in the book.
Did you pass it the first time you took it?
No, I didn't, because it was pretty hard.
Well, I hope that I do well.
Good, Mary and Michael, you're welcome.
Have you taken the written test
No, I haven't.
yet?
No, I haven't.
You should study before you take it.
I have been studying.
Why don't you take the test?
Do you know if it costs any money to take it?
Since you already paid for your permit, you don't have to pay again.
Right. Do you know if the test covers the whole book?
No, the test skips a lot of things in the book.
Did you pass in the first time that you took it?
No, I didn't because I was pretty hard.
It was pretty hard. Good. Well, I hope that I do well, the last. Michael, this is yours.
I'm sorry. No. Okay.
Well, I hope.
Well, I hope that I do well.
Good. Mary, do you understand all the words here? Michael, what about you?
No. It's whole book.
The whole book, so from cover to cover, every unit from the book, every page, the whole book, right?
And paid for your permit.
Permission, to permit to do something, to allow to do something. Right? And pretty hard. Very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very difficult. Pretty hard. You're right. Mary, what topic is pretty hard for you in grammar language? In English grammar?
I don't know. I don't know what is pretty hard. If you study some, it's not. If you spend much time for some topic, it's become not pretty hard.
I see. Michael, what is pretty hard to study in the English grammar for you?
For me, it's not very hard because I didn't do this.
I don't do this.
Maybe I prefer to like use it. Yes. But, and if I make a mistake, somebody
corrects
me. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Good. So the second dialect.
Is it
skip?
Skips. Yes.
Yes. To omit. To throw away. To skip.
Oh, okay. Now I understood.
Good. The second dialect.
Did you take the written test?
I haven't taken it yet.
Make sure to study first.
I study every night.
I'm sure you're ready.
Does it cost money?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
Does the test cover everything in the manual?
It skips around.
Did you pass the test your first try?
I thought it would be easy, but I didn't pass it.
Wish me luck.
Good, Mary and Michael, you're welcome.
Did you take the written test?
I haven't taken it yet.
Make sure to study first.
I study every night.
I'm sure you are ready.
Does it cost money?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
Does the test cover everything in the manual?
It skips around.
Did you pass the test your first try?
I thought it would be easy, but I didn't pass it.
Pass it.
Pass?
Yes. Pass is British variant. Pass is US variant, American.
Wish me luck.
Luck. What is luck, Mary?
It's luck. It's when I don't know how. Удача. I don't know how it's explained.
Yes, you're right. Do you think that you're a lucky person?
I don't know. Yes, I think.
Good. So, Michael, are you a lucky person? What do you think?
Mm, it's interesting question. I don't know. It depends on situation.
I see. What about the university or institute? Did you often choose a lucky ticket for you, Mary?
Yes, many times, much times,
Many, many times.
many times.
So when do we use much? When do we use many?
I don't know. I must repeat this topic because I do so much mistake.
No. Many with countable nouns, with the things we can count. Many times we can count times, so we use many. And much with the things we cannot count. For example, much sugar. Yes, with uncountable nouns. Nouns that we can't count. Do you understand it?
But little, few, and lot. It's so many different. I must repeat it. So I hope I do it.
Yes, so most common mistakes are with much and many. And the others also need some attention, but they are not so very difficult to study. So I hope that you'll learn it. And the last dialogue.
Have you already taken the written test?
Not yet.
Well, you really need to study for it.
I already know. I have been studying.
Okay, you should probably go and take it then.
I'm not sure, but does it cost anything to take it?
No, because you applied for your permit and you paid already.
Will the test be on everything in the manual?
It doesn't cover everything.
When you took the test, did you pass it the first time?
No, I didn't pass it.
Hopefully I won't fail the test.
Good. Mary and Michael, you're welcome.
Have you already taken the written test?
No, not yet.
You really need to study for it.
Yeah. Okay. I already know. I have been studying.
You should probably go and take it then.
I'm not sure, but does it cost anything to take it?
No, because you applied for your permit and you paid already.
Will the test be on everything in the manual?
It doesn't cover everything.
When you took the test, did you pass it the first time?
No, I didn't pass it.
Hopefully, I won't fail the test.
Thank you for your reading. We've got another student. One more student here. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm Anderson.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Where are you from? Are you from Ukraine, Russia? Well, Mr. Anderson doesn't want to talk with me, unfortunately. What can I do? I am so sorry about it. But, well, maybe next time, who knows?
Maybe Anderson go to write a tale story.
Yes, maybe, yes. You're right. Here is the link for you to follow. It's about past perfect, the theory about it, actually. Well, let's read about it. Mary, how do we form past perfect?
We use verb head, auxiliary verb head, and
auxiliary verb have in past simple. Yes,
yeah.
right.
And plus a verb in
the third column.
Yes.
Or past participle.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you're right. So what is the example of past perfect? Can you give me a sentence?
Past perfect, it's I had lived in this city.
Before?
Before I maybe I move on. I moved on, yes?
I moved to Kiev, for example.
Maybe.
So when we use past perfect, we have two actions that we compare. One action was earlier or before another one. Yes. So it is one of the usages of past perfect. If we put the question, what should we do?
If what?
If we put the question in interrogative sentences, we use
the first we put head, put head, and after we subject, yes, subject, and after the verb in PP form.
Yes, you're right. So can you give me an example of the interrogative sentence in past perfect?
Had you been in museum?
In the museum.
In the museum.
Okay, good. And
but it's interesting. When we maybe not need to use it this time, I mean.
Yes, we've got all the usages here in this handout. Use 1, use 2, use 3.
But
do you see it?
Maybe it's not correct. I mean, Mary's example.
It's just a grammatical form. So, had you been to the museum before going to school, for example?
Yeah.
It would be better to say it when we have two actions to compare. And the last one, negative sentence. For example, you hadn't studied English before you moved to New York. This is the sentence where we've got auxiliary verb had and particle not, and the main verb in the third column, or past participle. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? Good. Can you open this link?
After examples?
Yes, we've got use 1, completed action before something in the past. Do you see it?
Used 1, yes, I see.
Good. So we've got past and present and future. The action is going in the past. We've got one action and the other. Yes?
Yes.
So past perfect indicates the action that was earlier. Yes? Or that was before. The action in the past.
But
let's read it.
Sometimes if we use past perfect, we can say about if for us important only result, not time. So we use past perfect, yes or no?
A result, well.
Like example, I had visited London, maybe, but
okay.
I had I was visited London 2 years ago.
I visited or I was? I visited London 2 years ago. Past simple, good.
Yes, it's only simple.
It is simple past.
Yes.
We've got the indication of time 2 years ago.
If I want to say continuous, maybe.
We cannot use continuous here because we have the indication of time 2 years ago. We cannot use continuous.
No, if maybe I live in London, I was living, yes, in London.
I was living in London
4 years. So if maybe if somebody asks me something and I talk about what I very long time spent in this place, I use continuous. But if somebody asks me and for me important only result, and I use perfect, past perfect. Yes.
You can say so, but past continuous is usually not used for the actions that were completed long time before. We usually use past continuous for the things that were completed not very long time ago. Yes, but when we want to compare two actions that took place in the past.
Mary, it's another topic. It's for next lesson. You focus on only on this one, yeah, because
Okay.
it's. I think it's hard to understand. We try to understand one of them, but focus on the another. Yeah.
Let's read the examples. So, the past perfect expresses the idea that something occurred before another action in the past. It can also show that something happened before a specific time in the past. Examples. Mary, you're welcome.
I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kai. What?
Hawaii. Hawaii. Yes. Do you understand the sentence? I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kauai.
Yes, I understand. I not see anyone beach, but after I visit one city, I see it.
I saw it.
I saw it.
Oksana, how to say right? I don't see any.
I didn't see.
I didn't.
I didn't see.
Yes.
Good. Another sentence, Michael, you're welcome. I didn't have.
I didn't have any money because I had lost my wallet.
I didn't have. Yes. So two actions.
Yeah,
First, I lost my wallet, and because I lost my wallet, I didn't have any money. The first action is indicated by past perfect. Do you understand it, right? Good. Mary, number 3, the next one. Tony, you.
Tony knew Istanbul so well because he had visited the city several times.
Good. So what action is the first?
First, that he visited city several times.
do you know how to say right Istanbul in English? Because it's interesting for me.
Well, we can check it. Do you know the correct pronunciation of it?
Christine, how to pronounce it right in English? With I, with the first I, just like in Russian.
Yes, let's check it. Let's find this word. Michael, could you help me, please? Because I can't find it.
Istanbul.
Okay, so.
I think with Istanbul.
Yes.
But I don't know. It's an interesting difference between them.
Good, good. So another sentence. Mary, you're welcome.
Had Susan ever studied Thai before she moved to Thailand? So first it's a study, and it's question. Study, and after he moved.
Yes, to Thailand. Good. Next one, Michael.
She only understood the movie because she had read the book.
Yes. Good. Mary, next one.
Christine had never been to an opera before last night.
Good. Michael?
We were not able to get a hotel room because
hotel room
because we had not booked in advance.
What does it mean to book something?
To reserve.
To reserve, yeah, right.
What is in advance?
Beforehand. In advance. Mary?
Had you ever visited the United States before your trip in 2006? Yes, I had been to the United States only once before.
Before. Good. So do you understand this use of past perfect? Completed
Yes.
action before something in the past. When we compare two actions that took place in the past, the action that was first is indicated by what tense form? Mary?
After.
By past perfect.
Oh, yes.
Good. Usage 2. Mary, did you want to ask something?
Yes, when we use some word like ever, always, we put it between had and
Have you ever had? Yes. And the main verb.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Use to duration before something in the past, not continuous verbs. So we've got the past, present, and future. The action is going to take place in the past, and this action lasts till some period in the past. So with non-continuous verbs and some non-continuous uses of mixed verbs, we use the past perfect to show that something started in the past and continued up until another action in the past. So do you remember the words that are not used in continuous?
Could you repeat the question?
Do you remember the list of words that are not used in the continuous form? For example, hear, understand,
like
see.
how
It's words of sense and perception.
Yeah, sense
And
sense,
perception.
perceptions. What is it?
Восприятие.
Okay.
Good. Let's read the examples. Mary, you're welcome.
We had that car for 10 years before it broke down.
Good. Next one, Michael. By the time.
By the time Alex finished his studies, he had been in London for over 8 years.
Good. Next, Mary.
They felt bad about selling the house because they had owned it for more than 40 years.
Good. Let's read the theory. Mary, you're welcome to go on. Although
The above use of past perfect is normal, limited to not continuous verb and not continuous use of mixed verbs. The verb live, work, teach, and study are sometimes used in this way. Ever so they are not continuous verbs.
Good. The next note, important specific times with the past perfect. Unlike with the present perfect, it is possible to use specific time words or phrases with the past perfect. Although this is possible, it is usually not necessary. Let's read the examples. Mary, you're welcome.
She had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996.
Moreover, Mary, go on, please.
Moreover, if the past perfect action did occur at a specific time, the simple past can be used instead of the past perfect. Instead of the past perfect when before or after is used in the sentence. The words before and after actually tell you what happens first. So the past perfect is optional. For this reason, both sentences below are correct.
Good. Let's read the examples, Michael. You're welcome.
Okay, she had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996.
Yes, and the next example. She visited.
Okay, it's for me. She visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996.
Good. However, Mary,
I don't understand. We can use
either present as a past simple or past perfect. There is no mistake if we use these two tense forms. They are interchangeable in this situation.
Because we use before and after.
Before and after. They indicate the actions that took place in the past. So which action was the first and which was the second?
Oksana, do you know, or maybe you hear the topic about the how to read with them? Как правильно ударение?
Stress.
What?
Stress is ударение in English. Stress. Stress.
Мы читаем на английском эти самые все время предложения, и так видно, что как-то так это интересно произносится. Есть правила какие-то, как читаются, там ударные слова или что там перед
Do you mean the intonation or do you mean the stress in the word?
Intonation, all the sentence, because when we read, we make a mistake. We make pauses. I think it's pronounced like mistakes because pause it's
pause. Pause.
Pause. Yes.
Yes. Pause. You're right. So actually, we have to make a pause where there is a comma. We have to stop where there is a conjunction. We make a pause where we finish the first part of the sentence and begin the second part of the sentence. So where there is a logical end of what you say, there we should make a pause, right? A pause is also in the end of the sentence. You have to remember it. When the sentence is affirmative, you have got a falling intonation, the intonation that is going down. When we are asking a question, when the sentence is interrogative, the intonation is rising. So, for example, we are talking about past perfect. This is the falling intonation. Are we talking about past perfect? This is the rising intonation. So, we stress the words in the sentence when we think that these words are the most important and we want to underline them especially. So, one person may underline some words and the other may choose the different ones depending on what he or she wants to stress. Do you understand it?
Like Russian.
Yes. Maybe we can try to read it again because sometimes it's like 3 or 4 sentences without one. Yeah.
Yes. We have to connect all the words into one. Yes, and try not to stop before each word, after each word.
Yeah.
Let's try to do it.
Okay.
Mary, you're welcome.
However, yes.
Yes.
If the past perfect is not referring to an action at a specific time, past perfect is not optional. Compare the examples below. Here, past perfect is referring to a lack lack of
experience.
rather than an action at a specific time. For this reason, simple past cannot be used.
For example, Michael, you're welcome.
Examples. She never saw a bear before she moved to Alaska.
A bear.
Bear.
Yes.
It's not correct.
Yes.
Yes. She had never seen a bear before she moved to Alaska.
It is correct. So in the first case, we shouldn't use past simple, but we have to use past perfect. It is the correct sentence. Do you understand it?
No, I'm not understand.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Why we can't use past simple?
So
it's interesting because in the previous examples we use it.
yes,
Yep.
you're right. But you have to be very attentive while reading a theory. So if the past perfect is not referring to an action at the specific time, past perfect is not optional. So compare the examples below. Here, past perfect is referring to the lack of experience. Do you understand the thing? This thing, a lack of experience, rather than an action at the specific time. We are stressing that we have the lack of experience. Нам не хватает опыта, a lack of experience. We do not talk about the action at a specific time. So in the example above, we were talking about the action at the specific time. Right? For this reason, simple past cannot be used.
В общем, смотрите, давайте тут на русском, потому что интересно. Да?
Здесь мы говорим об отсутствии опыта. Мы не говорим о том, что действие происходит в определенное время. Когда действие происходит в определенное время, мы используем какой?
Ну, любой. Тогда можно...
Past simple, right?
Да, можно и past simple, и past perfect.
Past perfect.
Угу. А тут, когда про опыт предыдущий,
Yes.
да, без времени.
Недостаточно опыта.
Недостаточно.
Yes, you're right. Когда мы говорим о недостатке опыта или его отсутствии, мы используем past perfect.
It may be I never try, I never been. Yes, I had never
tried.
I had never been, and something like that. Yes.
Yes, you're right. So an adverb placement. Let's read about it. Mary, you've asked me this question. So examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, etc. Let's read the examples. Mary, you're welcome.
You had previously studied English before you moved to New York.
Yes. So where do we usually put this adverb?
Between had,
the auxiliary verb, had,
auxiliary verb. Yes.
You're right. Had you previously studied English before you moved to New York? Here as well. It is interrogative sentence, right? And active and passive. For example, Mary, you're welcome.
Example. George had repaired many cars before he received his
mechanics license. Mechanics license.
I can't say it.
Mechanics.
Okay.
License.
Okay. Many cars had been repaired by George before he
repaired
by George before he received his mechanics license.
Yeah, right. So past perfect can be used in active and passive forms, in active and passive ways. Do you understand it? Do you know how to form past perfect passive, Mary?
Passive,
past perfect passive. Do you know how to form it?
Yes.
Книга была прочитана мной, когда моя сестра вернулась домой.
We use be in we use verb be.
Been.
Yes, in this
Mhm.
had
Can you
been.
translate the sentence?
Много машин было починено Георгом до того, как он получил лицензию механика.
Yes,
Not
you're right. And I've given you the example in Russian. Can you translate this example? Эта книга была прочитана мной, когда моя сестра вернулась домой.
This book had been read
But
by me before my sister returned at home.
returned home or came home.
Returned home.
Came
Yes.
home, returned home. Yes, you're right. You understand it, I think. Good. And now I'd like you to have some more training and check the understanding of past perfect. Here is the link for you with the exercises. Follow the link, please. So here we have to choose the correct variant and type it using past perfect. You're welcome. First sentence. Can you open it?
Yes, she
Yeah.
had live. It's not. Yes.
She had lived. It's a regular verb. We add ed. She had lived.
Had lived. Lived. We can use in. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sure, we can.
She had lived.
Yes. It's read the sentence as a whole. She had lived in Sweden before she went to Norway.
Oh yes, she had lived in Sweden before she went to Norway.
To Norway. Good. Michael, the second one.
okay. After we had had eaten.
Yes, had eaten. You're right.
Had eaten.
Had eaten the cornflakes.
The cornflakes. Henry came in.
Yes, do you understand the sentence?
Flakes. I see. Yeah.
Good. Number 3, Mary.
Before Ken went to Carrie house, he had phoned him.
Phoned.
Yes.
him. Good. Number 4, Michael.
Okay. After they had packed the rucksacks. Rucksacks. They rode away on their bikes.
Good.
Gary helped his grandma in the house because his father had told.
Yes. Him so.
Had told him so.
Good. Thank you. Number 6, Michael.
The cat hid under the chair because the children had been so loud.
Okay. Next one, Mary.
Before the students started to write, the teacher had collected their mobile phones.
Good. Michael, number 8.
Okay. After Max had finished his breakfast, he left the flat.
Good.
After Max
Had
finished.
finished. Yes, had finished.
А что это дело? Когда он покинул квартиру.
Когда Макс закончил свой завтрак или завтракать, он ушел из квартиры. Do you understand it?
Когда закончил? Ну, это же не предыдущее действие вроде бы.
Сначала он закончил завтрак, потом он ушел на улицу.
Yes, потом ушел.
Подчеркивается, сначала он позавтракал, а потом ушел, а не сначала он ушел, а потом позавтракал.
Good. Next one, Mary.
Laura repaired her glasses because her brother had broken them.
Good. Number 10, Michael.
Okay. By the time the show began, all friends had arrived.
Had arrived. Good. If you had typed all the words in the box, you can check.
Oh, everyone correct.
What?
My all correct.
Good. Thank you. Well done.
Okay.
And another link for you to follow.
It's interesting to mix at times because when you know which one we use and it's all the sentence with this time, it's not very hard.
But still, it's a good practice for you. So it is affirmative, interrogative, and negative sentence. And some class we can devote our lesson to the mixed type sentences where different tense forms are used. I suppose we'll do it.
I think it will show real results.
Real results. But sometimes we still do the mistakes in very simple sentences. Do you agree?
Yes, I very often I know what time I must to choose. I must choose, and I know how it's time formulated, but I do mistake.
Make a mistake.
Make mistake.
Yes. So follow the link and open the site. The first one. Mary, you're welcome. So negative sentences in this case.
The driver had not stopped.
Yes, we have to double stopped.
Yes.
Okay.
At the traffic light, so the police car
chased him.
Chased.
It means followed him. Chased him. Good. Number 2, Michael.
What is the chase?
To follow.
Преследовать.
Okay. The budgie flew away because Jim hadn't closed the window. No?
When we come home, Frank had not painted the ceiling yet.
Okay. Do you know the translation of the word budgie?
Budgie, maybe it's some insect.
Parrot. It's a parrot. Parrot. One of the type of parrots.
I don't know. What is parrot?
Budgie. The previous sentence. Sentence number 2, we had it. So the translation of it, or the explanation is the kind of a parrot, the type of a parrot. Papugay.
Papugay. Oh, yes.
Good. Next one, Michael, you're welcome. 4.
Eric hadn't invited his friends, so he wasn't alone. He was alone on Saturday evening.
Good. Mary?
I had not seen Olivia for 3 years before I met her in Spain.
Okay, Michael?
He told me that he hadn't hadn't spoken to his brother the other day.
Good. Next 7, Mary.
Lisa had not read the books, so she didn't understand understand the film.
Understand the film. Good. Number 8, Michael.
How to write hadn't in a short?
Yes, hadn't.
А как сокращенно? Short variant, yes.
It is in the chat box. Hadn't.
Hadn't without O and one word, yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Mhm.
Next. Whose
Okay.
turn is it?
7 or 8.
8.
This means hadn't bought the new camera, so they could spend the money on new
Furniture. What is furniture?
It's some.
Мебель. Yes, мебель. Furniture.
For camera? Yes, I understand.
New camera, so they could spend the money on new furniture. Yes.
Yeah.
In this case, yes. Next one, Mary.
I didn't find my keys
Keys.
because I had not looked
Under the bed.
look under the bed.
Yes. So we do not pronounce looked. So looked. Good. Next one, Michael.
We had not practiced enough, so we lost the match. What is it?
Match. Мы проиграли матч. Потому что we didn't train enough. Не тренировались достаточно.
Okay.
Good. The next, follow the link. And here we've got the interrogative sentences, questions. Mary, start, please.
It's question. Had. Oh,
Restaurant Victoria. Oh, it's not. It's affirmative sentence, I guess. The first one is affirmative. When I write at the restaurant, Victoria had already had a glass of water.
I
Had already ordered a glass of water.
No, I maybe have another link.
Another one.
Yes.
So the instruction before they switched on the mobile phone. This one.
No, I have question.
So what
past perfect? Past perfect. The instruction before the switch it on the. Yes.
You're right. Yes, this one. The instructions.
The instruction before they switch on the mobile phone. But I don't know what subject.
Had they read the instructions?
Oh yes, understand.
On the mobile phone.
Had they read the instruction before they switch on the mobile phone?
Yeah, right. The second, Michael, you're welcome.
Okay. Had
the girl
learned the new words before she texted her friend.
Good. Mary, number 3.
Had they winged? Wing,
it's not. It's irregular verb. It's not regular. It's irregular verb.
Oh, I don't know.
Rang. Had they rang?
Rang.
Or they drove away. Right? Michael, number 4.
Rang. Yes.
What?
Okay. Would had Lucy
done
before she turned on the TV?
Good. Number 5, Mary.
Walter. Walter. Had Walter updated the software before he switched off her computer.
The computer, right? Number 6, Michael. What?
Okay, number 6. What had she founded
Found.
before?
Found.
Found?
Yes, what had she found before she ran away?
Not founded. Found. Yes.
It is not regular verb, no ed.
Okay.
What
Found
had she found?
before she ran away.
Good. Number 7, Mary.
Had Tim cut the onions before he hurried to the window?
Good, well done. Number 8, Michael.
Had you served here before?
Here before. Here. Before.
Here before.
Good. Number 9, Mary.
Had Peggy told to Lisa before told to?
Yes.
To Lisa before she prepared dinner.
Yes. Usually we say speak to and
say
talk with. Yes. Say somebody, direct object. But in this case we use to. It's okay. Well, number 10, Michael.
Had you ever visited London before you went there in 2009?
And 9. Yes, good of you. So today we've tried to remember past perfect theory and tried to do some exercises. Mary, what have you remembered from today's class?
About many time about when we put adverbs, yes. And how I know it's topic before, so today I remind
it in your memory.
Yes.
Only okay. Michael, what about you? Was this lesson helpful to you? Did you remember anything from today's class?
Yeah, I think if you ask this question after the lesson, just maybe in the end of the lesson, it looks clear.
As if you remember, but after the class, you don't.
Yeah, we need to check it in a practice when we talk with, I don't know, foreign people.
Yes, you're right. So try to do it in practice and practice your English all the time. every moment you can. Good. Well, have a nice weekend and all the best to you. Thank you for coming to today's class and bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.